Hi, I've taken this video 3 times because I can't figure out what I'm doing, but I think I have it down now, so we'll see how big of a mess I make. I also think I'm being recorded, like I think I'm gonna have me on your screen, which is weird because my camera light's on. I did not mean to do that, but anyway, if it is, hello. All right, today is systems of linear inequalities. You should have this glued in your notebook for your notes. So systems of linear inequalities, it's two or more linear inequalities, and they're kind of graphed overlapping on the graph, and it's really similar to linear equations, how we have 2 equations and then we solve them. So the solution to the system, remember, so when we solve linear inequalities, we shade one part of the graph, but this time we're going to be graphing 2 inequalities, and one of them is going to be shaded one way, the other one's going to be shaded the other way. So the solutions are where the inequalities, where the shading overlaps. So where the shading overlaps, and in that region is all the points that make both inequalities true. All right, so this is where I had to make the video a bunch of times because I have to figure out how to draw on this now. So bear with me. I think if I go to comment, I can draw now. I can, okay. So let's graph these. First one, starting down 1, so put a point there, and then slope is -1, so down 1 over 1, and it is a dotted line. So dotted, 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 whoa, okay. This is a really terrible line, dotted line, and then we're gonna shade above. For those of you that have been doing crazy shading and filling in it really dark, you don't wanna do that in this one. In fact, I'm gonna try and do different colors. If this will let me, it won't let me. At least I don't know how to I can highlight. Someone's coming in my room right now. Hi, Omar. I'm making a video for Monday, and you're gonna be in, well, you're gonna be in it now because you're gonna watch it. What do you need?
I need to get the homework.
Okay. Omar needs the homework, so, well, hold on, pause. You can come say hi. There's a little camera there. You can come wave. Don't do anything inappropriate. I'm just gonna keep it going.
Okay.
Running.
What are you gonna put on the projector, or is it gonna be
No, you
personal?
guys are gonna watch it in class.
Yay! Hi, myself.
Yeah, you're gonna say hi to yourself. Oh, I don't know what homework is.
I see you, Kuiper. I see you.
Weird. What did I do with it? What are you doing now?
I'm just chilling.
I might need to make another video. This video is really long of Omar dancing. Sorry, you guys.
You can just cut it out, right?
No, I can't. It is what it is.
Well, you can press edit.
I might have to cycle that. No, I didn't. Here you go. Okay, off you go.
No, crop the whole thing, though.
Okay, we're back. Bye, Omar. All right, so in this one right here, we are shading above. So as I was saying, don't shade really dark. In fact, sometimes people like to use colored pencils to kind of shade 2 different colors, but you're going to shade up here. Okay, again, I'm not shading it dark. I'm just doing some kind of like lines on it so that I know that I shaded in that region. Second one, down 5. If I were you right now, I can't change my color unless this changes. Oh, I can. Yes. All right, so I'm going to change colors, and I'm going to actually do it in different colors. So I'm going to go down 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to go up 1 over 1. This is also a dotted line. So dot, 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 dot. And then this is less than. So you kind of have to ignore the first line and just think, all right, less than, here's my line, less than's gonna be below, so it's gonna be this region, all the way up to that line. And then you look to say, where does it overlap? And it's gonna overlap in this little part right here. So you can even take a third color, but somehow you have to make it really clear that all of the answers are in this area right here. This is actually the only part that I care about seeing shaded. Wow, that looks terrible. Okay, there's our answer. So we need some dotted lines, and I really care about this. Some people, as they get better at this, don't even end up, they kind of just keep in their head, all right, on this one I'm gonna shade above, on this one I'm gonna shade this way, so here's gonna be the overlapping section, and they only shade this part right here. They don't even put lines in this part. Something you can do, but it leaves more room for errors. All right, let's do a couple more. This one, up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to go up 1 over 3. And that's going to be a dotted line. Dotted, dotted, dotted. And the inequality is less than, so below. So we're going to shade down here. Just kind of make some lines so we know it's down there. Second one is going to be up 4. I'm going to change that to red. Up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down 1 over 1. This is a solid line, so solid, and the inequality is greater than, so it's going to be shading above. And the part that's going to overlap, I'm not even going to shade it right now, the whole thing up there. There's this little section up here where my cursor is that's not going to be shaded. It's going to be all this part that's going to be shaded. That's where the overlapping is going to be. So I kind of think about it as every single time you graph 2 of them, it splits the graph into 4 parts, not equal parts, but 4 parts. So this big part down here, this little part over here, that little part up here, and this part. And one of the 4 parts is where you're going to overlap. All right, let's try maybe 2 more. I feel like this video's gotten a little long. So let's go to number 3 and give it a shot. You could also, well, never mind. All right, here we go. I'm going to start with the second one because it's already set to go. Up 1 and then up 2 over 1 with a solid line. Oh, that's a terrible line. And it's less than, so it's going to be below. So shade, shade, shade. This one's going to rearrange into y is greater than or equal to, because we will have divided by that -4, 1/4 x. This is so hard to write. 1/4 x minus 6. All right, so I'm going to change, and now I'm drawing on the graph. It's ridiculous. Change to blue. Let's see, down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up 1 over 4. And this is another solid line. So this one actually, the graph, well, my graph's terrible, but it kind of only splits into 3 parts. The 4th part would be if these 2 graphs could extend down this way, there'd be a 4th part here after they cross. But right now we have this part up here, this middle part, and this part down here. And our inequality is greater than, which means for the blue line, we're going to shade above. So all of this area, and the part where they overlap is going to be right in here. All right, let's do one more. How about 4 is a good one. And then we'll leave 5 and 6 blank. Or why don't we do this? You try 5 and 6, and then you check in with a friend and see if you got them right or not. So that when I come back tomorrow, we have them all done. All right, number 4, x is less than -4. So on the x-axis, we go over to -4. We do a dotted line. And x is less than, so it's going to be to the left. So over here. And then the second equation is going to rearrange into y is less than or equal to -3/2. We will not have to divide by a negative, so the inequality doesn't flip. X, and then -1. All right, so down 1, and then down 3. Ooh, I want to change my color. Down 3 over 2 with a solid line. So our 4 parts are this big part over here, this part here, this kind of bigger part, and this little tiny part right here. And this inequality is less than, so it's going to shade below. So the part that's going to overlap is all of this right here. So there should be 3 parts that are not shaded. This part, and this little tiny part up here is not part of the answer. Okay, and my recording is going to be stopped in 29 seconds, so this works out perfectly. Try 5 and 6. Check in with each other, and then do the scavenger hunt. Bye.